Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from mid-September to mid-October. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Aries, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so Aries, you have the 8 of Swords as your challenge. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands upright. So for you, Aries, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the 8 of Swords. I feel with the 8 of Swords being your challenge, this has a lot to do with breaking free, okay? Breaking free from something. Now, this could be you or it could be someone you're dealing with. Now, because this is your challenge, I do feel like this is you. We're gonna clarify this. We're gonna get more information on this for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. What I feel here in the recent past, and it's a very specific message, not gonna resonate with everybody. You could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? I feel like in the past, somebody here disconnected or walked away from you or vice versa. Now, even though there was a very happy family situation here, okay, you could have been involved in a relationship with this person where, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising that you were dealing with. Somebody here ended up disconnecting or walking away in the past, okay? And the reason why this could have happened, I'm seeing 10:33 on the clock. You're gonna wanna check out what 10:33 is to see what the important message is here in relation to the past. Somebody here disconnected or walked away from this relationship that, you know, you were involved in with them. And the reason why this may have happened, even though there was a lot of potential here in the past, is because somebody here felt rejected in the past, okay? And as a result of that, they disconnected or walked away from this, okay? And we're gonna talk more about this for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. So in the present moment, somebody wants clarity, okay? They want clarity, someone from your past. This is someone from your past, could be a Cancer that you were dealing with in the past, could have been a Libra, maybe a Gemini here. There is this strong closed off energy in the present moment, and we're gonna see why that's showing up for you and what you need to know when we clarify. In the near future, you have the King of Cups, you have the 4 of Wands, and you have the 10 of Wands. So in the near future, I do strongly feel that this particular water sign, there's something here about a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And like I said to you, for many of you, this may not resonate, because it's a very specific reading for this coming month. So in the near future, something that's been very difficult is finally going to come to an end. And it's in relation to your relationships, a marriage, a commitment that you're involved in. And this could have a lot to do with someone here that really loves you. You have the King of Cups here in the near future. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to clarify and get more information for you in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Aries, you have the Knight of Wands. So I feel with the Knight of Wands, this is you. You've been on and off with someone, or you've been in and out when it comes to a certain situation that you're involved in. Now, for many of you, there is going to be a point in time, okay, with the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, there is this energy here of you finally moving forward with something that you've always wanted to do, okay? Now, for some of you, this is about you realizing some sort of major goal in the near future, and you're moving towards that. Could also be a reconciliation over the next few weeks with a particular person. I see an offer, an opportunity coming in. I also see new love coming in for you, okay? So there's a lot of milestones and changes that are gonna be coming into your life, and we're gonna talk about that throughout your reading. One of the things that I wanna mention to you is there is going to be an eclipse, okay, in your 7th house. So this is big. There's going to be a big, big change when it comes to some sort of relationship that you're involved in. So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's talk about it. Let's clarify your challenge. So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. You have options. You have two choices here. What Spirit is saying when it comes to your challenge is there is going to be some sort of crossroads here, okay, over the next few weeks. And of course, with the eclipse happening in your 7th house, this could have a lot to do with you choosing a particular person. Maybe you have 2 options that you need to choose from. This could also be about you choosing to move towards a new job, a new passion that you have. Either way, there's a choice here. Okay. And what Spirit is saying, your biggest challenge here is to choose one of these options. Why? Because for many of you, you've been feeling isolated. You've been feeling this energy of, I can't move, I can't change, I can't, like, it's almost like you're not in control of something that's happening to you. But if you've been feeling isolated, if you've been feeling like nothing's working out in your life, if you've been feeling this depressed energy, that's not going to last for long, because there's a major milestone that's coming into your life that's going to change everything. But it's also going to equally require you to step outside of your comfort zone to make some sort of decision. And this is a very big part of your challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Wands. You have the 3 of Cups and you have the 3 of Swords. So in the recent past, I do feel there was a separation here, okay? There was this energy of pain, could have been a third party here in the past. I do feel that as much as there was difficulties with you and this person, you tried to make this work in the past, Aries. No matter what, you wanted to make this work here in the past. There could have been this on and off, getting back together with this person and then disconnecting, getting back together. So something here was not stable in the past, but you were trying to make it work. And this is why the 2 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, because a lot of you were juggling this person. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't work. Eventually, this person disconnected from you emotionally. I do feel like it could have been a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I'm getting a Sagittarius. I'm also getting a Gemini here in the past. The 8 of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Wands and you have the 2 of Swords. So in the recent past, there was a very strong energy here of you or this person becoming very closed off. I feel like this was you. You started to become extremely closed off. You started to focus on your own prosperity. Your job or your financial situation could have become, you know, a very important factor here in the past. So it's almost like you ignored this person because you didn't want to be affected by their emotions. There was something here that became very emotionally unstable here in the past. And as a result of that, you disconnected. And a lot of you went forward to seek happiness here in the past because maybe you weren't getting it from the situation you were involved in. There's your challenge in the recent past. So I feel like this challenge that you've been feeling, this closed off energy, this isolation, this my life is drying up, I don't know what's going to happen next, this all stemmed from some sort of negative experience here in the past that you had. But there was also equally a lesson to be learned here connected to this person in the past who you were on and off with. Now, in the present moment, things get really interesting because someone here wants the truth. Okay, I feel like this is you, or it could be someone that you're dealing with. They want the truth. Why? Because somebody here has been extremely closed off, possibly this person from your past. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups in the present moment for Aries. Why is it here? What do they need to know? Some of you were dealing with an air sign in the past, a Gemini, a Libra, a Cancer. They're showing up in the present moment. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups, and there's the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So what's happening with this person from your past? And some of you may be commenting and saying, I don't care about the past. Well, then maybe it's not your reading, okay, for this month. But it's showing up here, so I have to talk about it. So in the present moment, although you're moving forward with your life, it looks like you're moving forward, you're moving on to something that's bigger and better for you. You've either already done that or you're in the process of doing that. This person from the past has not let you go completely. And I've talked about this in your previous reading. I mentioned to you that if you are still connected to someone from the past and you haven't released them correctly, now is the time to do it. Because for many of you, when this lunar eclipse happens, or excuse me, when the solar eclipse happens in Libra, which it will on October 14th, October 15th, depending on where you are in the world, it is going to shake up that 7th house. Okay. So this is about making room, clearing the air with someone from your past to release some sort of blockage. Okay. Because it's still here. It's still showing up. Some of you were watching the previous reading. Some of you didn't watch the previous reading. So if you're a new subscriber, you're new here, you're going to want to make sure you watch the last Aries or even the second last reading that I did, because I do talk about this. And this is a very big milestone for you because you've been feeling isolated for a very long time. You've been feeling closed off. You've been feeling like nothing is working out for you. It's like no matter how much you try, something here just doesn't move forward the way that you want it to. So this is about you clearing the air with someone in order to receive this new opportunity, because there is a new opportunity. This could be a new job that you're going to be entering into. It could be a new love that you're entering. Something new is coming into your life. And I think a lot of you are excited about it, but there's equally something here from your past that still needs to be released correctly. Okay. And this is what Spirit is talking to you about in the present moment. Tell me more about the Two of Swords in the present moment for Aries. Two of Swords is clarified by the Temperance. You have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Eight of Cups. So in the present moment, you see the Eight of Cups is here. It's taken you a very long time to disconnect from this person that you've closed yourself off to. It's taken a very long time for you to accept this or for this person to accept this. I think one of the things that Spirit is asking you, and this is a really important point in your reading, is if you haven't had that conversation with this person, a lot of you are shying away from that, or you're saying, I don't need to do that. This is what Spirit's asking you to do to get clear on something here that affected you on a very, very deep level. And this is about, again, this opportunity here. It keeps popping up for you. This is connected to you disconnecting from something here that no longer mentally serves you, okay? You've been thinking about this for quite some time. It's somebody here that you don't trust, or somebody here that doesn't trust you. This person in the present moment, whoever this person is from your past, and I know a lot of you are saying, I don't want to hear about the person from the past. Well, they're showing up for a reason because they're still connected to you in some way, shape, or form. This person is single or they're on their own and they're really trying to work on themselves here is what I'm getting. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords in the present moment. What does Aries need to know? What do they really need to know in the present moment? You have the Ten of Wands, you have the Page of Swords, and you have the Hermit. So yeah, in the present moment, I do feel like this person is overanalyzing this painful ending that happened with you. Something here became extremely difficult with you and it ended very abruptly, and this person still needs closure or clarity from this. And you may say, you may watch this Aries and you may say, well, I don't care. That's their problem. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you, okay? Because your 7th house is connected to partnerships. So when you don't close certain partnerships out correctly, it affects you, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bit of an astrology lesson here. For those of you who are new to astrology, or you don't know about it, or you think it's hocus pocus, okay? And it's not. There's a reason why it exists, okay? So for many of you, whenever something is happening in an opposite house from the other, and I'll give you an example. For example, the 1st house is Aries, the 7th house is Libra. Anything that happens in that 7th house is automatically going to transmute to the other house that's opposing it. And that's why it's important. It's like math. You know, when you do math and the teacher says, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side of the equation. It's because they need to balance. And this is what you're learning when it comes to your partnerships, how to balance. This is about you recognizing and learning how to truly treat other people. Even if you don't want to be with them anymore, or you don't want to deal with them, this is about you closing things out correctly. This is about being fair, okay? This is about being just in your relationships. Some of you may say, oh, well, this person lied to me. They cheated on me. They didn't treat me good. That's fine. That's fine that they did that, okay? Because they don't respect themselves. But you respect yourself enough to say, you know what? It was really, really nice having the experience with you. I'm moving on to something else. And I wish you the best moving forward. If you've already done that, then you're 20 steps ahead of everyone else. If you haven't done that, this is what the current energy is talking about. And really, it sounds boring. I know a lot of you are saying, I don't want to hear this. I heard it in the last reading, because you haven't done your part yet. This solar eclipse is telling you there's something bigger and better coming in for you. The solar eclipse is connected to Libra, okay? So for many of you, this is about clearing the slate, making something right, not expecting the other person to make it right, because not everybody is going to do the right thing, but you're going to do the right thing because you recognize that that's what you need to do to release yourself. Because you're an Aries, you're all about yourself. But that doesn't mean it discounts your relationships. So this is what the message is here in the present moment, and a lot of you may not like it, but that's what I'm seeing in the present moment, and that's what you need to know. Yeah. Painful ending needs to be cleared out correctly. You need to get clear on why this ending happened and clear the air with this person from your past, okay? Because it keeps popping up. A new beginning cannot come in unless you clear the air with someone from the past and you set it right. And some of you may say, well, I've tried to talk to this person, or I've tried to clear the air with them. They just don't accept it. As long as you do your part and you release them from your perspective and part, Spirit is seeing that you're growing, your soul is growing, and that's what matters the most, okay? Because that's all you have control over, all right? Now, in the near future, I do feel there's an important relationship that's coming into your life. We're going to talk about that in a second. Let's clarify the 10 of Wands. Why is it here? What does Aries need to know in the near future? So the 10 of Wands is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. You have the 4 of Swords and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So in the near future, eventually this person who you've had difficulties with for a very long time is going to come around, but it's going to take them time to come around. Just like it's taken you time to approach them and vice versa. There's been a lot of time that has passed for many of you and things have been unresolved, okay? But because this solar eclipse is showing up in your 7th house, it's saying ding, 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 ding. There's an opportunity to clear the air and set something right in your relationships. Ding, 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 ding. And this is an evolutionary thing because cycles that happen in astrology, they tend to repeat themselves, right? Cycles tend to repeat themselves. Why? Because we sometimes don't recognize what we need to do in that moment. And when we don't take the opportunity to resolve or deal with certain things in that moment, it happens again. And this is why a lot of you may watch and say, well, how come I'm watching readings and it's the same message over and over again? It's like a broken record. It's a broken record because we're trying to wake you up so that you can become a better soul, so that you can become a better version of yourself. Life is not just about walking around aimlessly and not knowing what you're doing and just enjoying the luxuries in life. This is about you really growing as a soul and becoming a better version of yourself. Otherwise, what's the point of living? Why should we just live and float around and just enjoy the things in the world, and not grow and learn from the things that we need to learn from to move to the next level? And this is what your challenge is about, because the 8 of Swords is a very isolating energy. It's like you don't feel growth. You don't feel like things are improving in your life. You feel like your life is drying up. So once you do this, I'm telling you, your energy is going to open up. Everything's going to open up for you. Jobs are going to come in. Opportunities are going to come in. And if you're an Aries and you've already done this, you've already closed the cycle out with someone from your past, you've released them from a compassionate point in your heart. Tell me how your life is, because maybe you can help the other Aries in here that are having difficulties with that. Okay. This person in the near future, you have the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. They're going to slowly come in and they're going to be open to healing things with you and having more of a collaborative energy, because that's what you're looking for. You're not looking to burn bridges. You're just looking to release someone from the perspective of the fact that they're no longer emotionally holding on to you, right? So even if I break up with someone, okay, and I'm going to use myself as a hypothetical example. Even if I break up with someone, I don't need to hate them. I don't need to have a grudge against them, because then I'm just feeding that energy into this person and it creates a bad cord. It creates a bad energetic cord. If I call that person up or I write a letter or I say, I know things didn't work out between us, but I don't hate you. If you ever need something, if you need help, it's almost like you're being friends in a way. And some of you may choose, I don't want to be friends with this person. That's fine too. As long as you release this person from a compassionate standpoint, it's going to allow you to feel more grounded within yourself, because you've been very confused or you've been in a place of feeling like your life isn't moving forward. And this is why this person in the near future shows up. This can be your person from your past or a new person. Tell me more about the King of Cups in the near future for Aries. You have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the Empress, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is a connection that's coming into your life that is going to lead to tons and tons of growth and abundance for you. There may even be a child that is born here in the near future. You have the 7 of Pentacles as well. Now, if this isn't a child that's born, some of you may watch and say, I'm never going to have children, and that's fine. This could be a project that you're collaborating. This has a lot to do with your financial situation. And the reason why I say it has a lot to do with your financial situation, because I'm going to go back to what I said about the 7th 7th house. The 7th house is not only connected to marriage and partnership, it's also connected to business relationships. So one of the things that you're learning in this life, especially if you have planets in that 7th house, like if you have a bunch of planets in the 7th house in your natal chart astrologically, you're actually destined to learn more about collaborating, coming together with others. So for many of you, this is about clearing the slate with somebody here that you've had issues with from your past, which a lot of you are being called to do in the present moment. And it's going to lead to you collaborating or coming together with someone who's like-minded to you. This is somebody here who's offering love to you, but they also have the resources necessary for you to fulfill whatever it is that you want to fulfill. And it may even lead to a relationship here. And this is why when I was checking what you don't see coming, I saw, you know, the Ace of Cups, and I saw a couple of other things here, like new opportunities that are coming in for you. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands for Aries in the near future. You have the Moon, the Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. What you really want deep down inside of your heart, Aries, is you truly want to feel loved. You do. You may not admit it. You may not go around in the streets with, I don't know, parading around and saying, hey, I want a relationship. You may actually keep that to yourself. But I think one of the things that is really going to allow you to feel truly yourself is to be in a relationship, and that's what's going to fulfill you. And really what you don't see coming in the near future is there is a relationship that's going to come into your life. It is going to bring a lot of fulfillment to you if you make room for that. If you haven't made room for that, this is what this reading is all about, and this is what this reading is asking you to do, okay? So let's get some advice for you. Beautiful reading. What's the advice? You have the 4 of Swords, the Lovers, and you have the Fool. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So your biggest piece of advice here has a lot to do with love. It has a lot to do with partnerships. It has a lot to do with a new beginning. This is what this solar eclipse in your 7th house in Libra is telling you. What relationships, okay, this is your biggest piece of advice. What relationships in your life, and they don't have to be romantic, for some of you they are, what relationships in your life still need healing? What relationships in your life need that one-on-one conversation? What relationships in your life need compassion, understanding? This is what Spirit is asking you to do. When you recognize certain relationships in your life that have been very difficult, very hard, when you realize how to heal these relationships, that means having the right conversations, being compassionate, being humanitarian towards the other, really closing that wound, okay, with the 4 of Swords. When you really do that and you show the universe, look, I'm growing. I'm bigger than that. I'm growing as a soul by being compassionate to the other, by being open to forgiving, by being open to healing. That's when a new opportunity comes in for you. The new opportunity is there. A lot of you are saying, I want to move forward, I want to do it, but you feel held back. You have to be open to healing and forgiving a past relationship. And that's what this whole entire next month coming in for you, next 30 days, is all about. When you do that, I promise you, a whole new world is going to open up to you. You're going to feel free. You're not going to feel stuck anymore. And that's when you're finally going to be able to move forward the way that you want to, okay? So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.